there anything else?
You better make a document for us, because we can't keep reading this every time.
Oh, yeah, no, I can send that, now. Let me take that up real quick.
I'm just trying to decide what to do with the rest of the 5 points I got.
I just threw them all wisdom.
That's probably a good idea.
Well, it lasts until our next long rest. If you pop this ability again, does that override the previous effect?
Yes.
Because if it... Okay. Then I'm probably going to be ready to bust out one of my cheese strats with this I've already devised.
Just gear shifts constantly.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that because of the sweet shot, I'm immune to being charmed. For 10 minutes. So maybe I'll just increase my AC.
Max level +4.
Or my attack, because I see my attack isn't that high either.
Just copy paste this. Not let you guys look at it. Looks like it does.
It does, but it's lacking a lot of the language, I think. Like caps and everything like that. Like maximum this.
Sure. I can
Oh, no, it's
go
down here. It's down here, wait. Where is it? Hold on.
The second page is mostly descriptions of things and equations.
Okay, so that has the other language.
What's up? Yeah, after you pointed out, like, just seeing the names, like, that doesn't really explain what they are and goes off assumptions that people know what they are, then it's like, I'm gonna put, like, a whole extra page that's just that. I like how this almost looks like because of the little orb on the side of her token, it kind of looks like his elbow is just poking into the token.
I'm definitely gonna up my AC here.
Delicious AC.
Max of 6 points. It takes 5 to buy into it, so you can increase it by a total of 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with my attack rolls instead. I've got a 17 AC, but hopefully I'm not gonna get that close.
I'm gonna have to. So I'll take that AC.
That's where you and I differ.
Depending on our combat arena, I could tell you one of my cheese strats.
Oh
I
yeah?
look forward to hearing how you shatter this immediately.
Remember how I tell you, like, the more versatile an ability is, the weaker it should be? There's a reason for that. The more strategies any ability brings to the table, the weaker it should be for balancing's sake. But you also said balancing was not a main priority on this.
Yeah. I tried to make sure it wasn't like any one thing was like, well, clearly this is the only thing you should ever take. But I do recognize that some of them are still strong.
I really want that death ward though.
I know, I've got it, because...
Yeah, given how many things can instantly kill us in the setting, like, I'm like, yeah... The death ward isn't like, oh yeah, I've been worn down to 0. It's more of like, I happen to look at the thing that instantly kills me, and I died. I would like to not do that.
Yes.
Oh man, I existed in the wrong place again.
Yeah, basically, right? Basically.
Mobby, dog. Let me just get out of this type 6 hellhole.
It's like you're Geralt, but you accidentally, purposely walked into the Elder Vampire's lair again, and he just throat slits you.
Plus 4.
Alright, y'all ready?
Just give me one more minute, please. If you don't mind.
No.
Working on it.
Listen.
It is a lot. was thinking about like dropping it during the week, and then I was just like, I don't know if people want that.
I would have preferred it, to be quite frank with you.
So if I get the Death Ward, I can get an AC bonus of 2, correct? If I'm reading this right.
No.
5 points. 5 minus 2. So 3, right?
Yeah, it would be 3.
Yeah, so if you take Death Ward, you
Okay.
put 6 points into it, and then you've got 5 left.
Okay, just making sure I'm doing this right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Think, think. I can't put negatives in principle. How much damage were those things flamethrowers doing?
Okay, I think I've got it done. Got it all written down.
Yay! Wait, what the fuck? Others dance.
Ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So you begin to make your way down to the sewers. How do you go about it after you leave through this? So I guess the best way to say it is there's like a upslope that comes down with the fresh water,
Okay.
and then there would be the grate like fence underneath it that would lead into the actual sewers. So essentially, there's a spot where the new water is being filtered out of that
Gotcha.
separates it from the old.
Gotcha. So there's like a break at some point in this, and
Correct.
gotcha. Like 2 streams colliding, or I guess diverging in this case.
Right.
And that grade is in our path, I assume, because we're coming in from the.
The grate would be under the stream of water, which comes out of probably about like a 3-inch thick by 24-inch long grate that funnels the water out. Not grate, like hole in the
Chute.
infrastructure. Yeah. Actually, roll me a perception.
All of us?
I think you would have got there first.
Let's go, Clint.
Classic! Classic!
You have guidance?
Everyone else pulls up Quint's like his hands tucked under his chin, analyzing the dimensions of the shoe. Like, no, I can't.
Could I help him at all?
Do you notice this water's wet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this water is a bit wet. Is this like an insanity thing again, Quint? The water's wet.
Oh god, he's trapped in the loop
What does
again.
that
What does that mean, Clint? What does that mean?
Clint's water makes things wet. Water cannot in fact itself be wet.
okay.
I told you this.
Do any of you have smithing's tools trained?
No.
Oh, hold on, let me check. I might. I do actually.
Hold on.
Actually, I will give this to since you Silk are Barrett's supplier, right?
Yeah,
Of what?
Would Silk be an inventor
You like to know.
herself?
absolutely. That's was one of
Okay.
the main things I keyed her.
Do you have
whole character
Tinker's
on.
tool?
Let's see here. I
Actually,
As artificers, yeah, it's like a default thing.
I do actually have Smith's tools.
Okay.
Okay, both of y'all
I thought I did
roll
it, but I
those.
forgot Artificer
Silk,
gets
you
those
can
in
do
armor.
yours with advantage.
Okay.
What am I rolling? The Smith's tools?
Your Smiths or Tinkers, and Garth do the same, but you do yours with advantage, Silk. Because you got home.
And
Actually, I could see a reason for Bradford to do it with advantage too. Yeah, both roll them with
And
advantage.
what attribute?
Whatever mental you think is appropriate. Wisdom or it.
I imagine. Int. Those are numbers we like to see.
The water is wet and this grate is metal.
Oh yeah, for sure. Silk, you know that this is like one of the patents and like peak designs that all of these Barrens towers use in order to keep most creatures out. Now having seen it in like full action, you're wondering how they do it. To the point that you're like examining it, and it piece chips off. Where Bradford, you see the glint beneath the little chip, and as you look closer on it, you notice that the tubing that this holy water is coming out of is silvered.
Oh.
So these little chunks of stone that are all around it almost funnel as a filtration system for the water.
Interesting. Continuously.
That is interesting.
Silver bar. I mean, that does explain how they have it on mass. They don't have just a priest praying always.
Well, that wouldn't make much sense to have one of those on hand all the time, right?
No, it's sagely advice.
So how do we get in? Oh, we just break the damn thing.
I mean, we're going loud. Go ahead.
You hear Cass say I could go through the other side and find a way in. Or you could break it.
I don't think going loud's a problem. Speakers are still singing out there, alright?
Sound of flamethrowers going off in the distance.
Ken looks at his hand. The water's
Then
wet.
let's do whatever's fastest.
Just hit the. You know what? Don't worry about that. We'll get to that one later.
Okay.
I have to remember Quint is actually a psychopath.
You get a hand on your shoulder, and you see Pue. Hey, brother, you don't take a second after you looked at the fallen sun?
He stares at him. You can't see in his mask, but he doesn't blink. Just stares. Holds up his hand.
Be careful with what comes next. You look like you're a little bit too close.
I'll be fine.
We done gotta get one goose head out of here. We ain't gotta be time for your wool head too.
If something takes my presence, you guys ain't getting it back. But it also means I won't be antagonizing you guys, so win-win. Now come on, time is ticking.
I'd rather have the antagonization
You hear-
than the missing brother.
Roll a perception. Right.
Yeah, it's like
You hear an almost very insecure but quiet, "Yes, we would," from Caster as you begin to break down this grate.
Aww. Quinn smiles at that, but also does begin saying about the work.
So how do you go about breaking down this grate? as like, y'all.
Can I look for weak points that I can suggest that we target?
Some call?
Yeah, knowing that it's like silvered on top, that's certainly got to be a weaker point.
Quint begins fishing around in his pack. He pulls out a crowbar, shakes his head like, nah, it's not gonna help. Puts it back, pulls out a block and tackle. Looks at everyone else. I've had this.
You trying to fish?
I was thinking we can crank.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Sue. Yeah, there ain't no lock on it. I looked everywhere.
Of course it is.
I'm guessing any bolts holding it in place are probably screwed in from the other side.
Ooh, a bolt! Oh, I can solve that.
And puts back the block and tackle. Pulls on the crowbar again.
Wait, hold on now. I got a plan, see?
Puts away the crowbar.
Let's go to Heedy.
I snagged this from that one dude that Bradford was dragging under the water. You see him pull out a shotgun?
What the heck?
Into the double barrel?
What?
Now we're talking.
How did I miss that?
He was trying to claw and bite you. I think he stopped caring.
Okay.
Oh, these guys always carry it on the back. They think it looks cool.
And then it goes off and blows their ass open.
You can only hope.
Actually,
Not
happened
like
a few
the Barons
times.
ain't doing that anyways, you know what I'm saying? No, we should focus on getting off him.
Yeah.
No.
But 4 people in this party have New Yorker, my bad, Del Troy and Belcortian accents. All downhill from here.
Hey, look, you're gonna want to hit this part. It's the weakest.
That's what they said about your mom.
Fuck you.
Hey, that's our accent.
Go home and get a job. Go home.
I was over here going
I'm
crazy
so
like
sorry.
he's on over here.
I was looking for a different
I
moving
did
sound
not mean
effect.
to press that.
He was looking for a different moving
That's
sound
so
effect.
funny.
Yeah, alright, okay.
Oh my god, vicious mockery.
Oh my god. that woke me up.
Wake me up for the vamps.
Before you go. But yeah.
Alright, anyway, so I started blasting.
Mark, what fucking version is this?
Wait, why is it read?
Alright, I did it backwards.
Yeah,
So it's XVI.
okay, XVI, so 10, 5.
It's
so
negative
15.
4.
I was like, wait, how do you? I was like, why did you put an I and a V before the S? Couldn't you have just done like?
I mean, if it's negative
like,
4, does
so
that just mean it's a
confused by it.
relic shotgun?
I guess so. Which means we should keep that. So
Anyway, yeah, absolutely covering my ears for this shit. Are you kidding me?
As oh shit, there was only 2 shells.
no shit, it's only got 2 shells. It's only got 2 barrels.
Exactly.
Yeah, whatever. it doesn't
You
work
didn't
on
grab
balconies
any more
anyways.
ammo?
Did it work?
He leans it a little bit, like, I mean, maybe if... I don't know. Not for me, it doesn't. You see him pull on it. What's Calliope when you need her? Guess we'll use the next best thing. Turns back. Bradford,
Hmm.
you want to move out the way?
Oh, okay, fine. He scoots out of the way.
Oh yeah, you want to get this door?
He leans back and like, what the fuck? What the hell?
Let me try this first.
Let him try the crowbar. No, he gets to try the crowbar.
I'll try the crowbar. Put manifest a hammer made of psionic energy that looks exactly like Halbjorn's hammer.
Woo.
And then just like he like rolls it in the air because it's not made of anything. It's psionic energy. He like rolls it in the air like someone flipping a knife, just like getting a weight of it, and then like fucking Thor Mjolnir, he just yeet, throws it and sees how far it makes an impact. If
Oh
at
my
all.
gosh.
That's cool.
That's
Thank you,
really
Albert.
great,
Thank you,
actually.
Albert. Thank you, Albert. My man up there, my man.
Roll like an. It wouldn't be Arcana. What would it be? I feel like
Nope.
make a custom skill that's just psionic.
Alright.
But for the meantime, roll like a d20 plus Prophet Mod. Or you could do that. It takes like 2 seconds to make that skill.
Yeah. Boop, boop. Yeah. Pew. Middling, but you know, I'll take that. It has to be psionic.
Oh, that's way good enough. As you slam this gate, you see it crush in and water spout out from the other side as you hear cracking of bones.
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 Uh-oh.
As you light up the area and see into it, it looks like there is a couple little decrepit creatures waiting to make an ambush on you. But upon the gate literally blasting off, they're crushed underneath it instead.
Immediately pulls out a blade, starts dispatching him. Jump him, jump him, jump him.
I got you, bro. I got you. So you shank down these decrepit little sewer creatures.
12 seconds later.
The
Alright, now that we
dinosaurs.
Alright, now that we shanked those decrepit sewer creatures. Forward.
Forward.
Let's hope it's not
we
another
go.
grate. What are the chances, Soak, that there's a second grate?
What are the
There's always a
chances
second
that there's a second grate?
Like an echo chamber here today.
Continue down this path. You do
I guess we'll
eventually
never know.
see a rise up on both the left and right side that get to a walkway as the water sort of picks up into a puddle here that is vaguely carried in. Looks like it's an offshoot just based off the ground, where if the tides were high it would flood, but since they're not because they're flowing, it's fairly low. But you do see the liquid in here is sort of congealed at the edges.
Yeah.
Is it still?
Yeah, it's in a
colored?
rust-like sludge color.
Ew. But not blood. Rust. So it's like more orangey than red.
That you can tell.
Fair enough.
Do you do anything?
Give it a taste, why don't you?
No, avoid the water at all
Right.
costs and look for the way to keep going.
If you taste it, you'll turn gay. Like a frog.
Vibe on the sludge.
Oh god, it's vampire shit. They only
I guess that
have
would be alright.
blood. It just
Ew,
goes straight
guano.
through
Guano.
them.
wait, guano. You're right. Wait.
Yeah, it would be.
It's really big guano. Anyways,
Hey, that's. I'm stealing that. I don't know how I'm going to use that. I'm just doing that somehow.
Vampire feces can be used to cast fireball.
Fireball. That's what I'm thinking. Fireball component.
Oh.
All right, so move past, begin walking past, and steering clear as best we can of this substance.
Yeah, I'm walking on the walls if I have to.
Point is like half,
Yeah.
half wondering if it's alive somehow.
As
Because-
you start seeing it increase in levels, that rusty, ruddy brown starts becoming more reddish. As more bits start flooding in, you do notice little bits of chunks of meat come along with it.
Yep, that makes sense.
We gotta isolate that thing before it wakes up.
As you say that, Bradford, roll me a perception.
a perception, you say?
It wakes up.
Before it wakes up. Oh, what a great nap. Ugh.
Who said that?
Because that's an interesting thing. I don't think we've encountered any oozes in this campaign, have we?
And if I have guidance, there's guidance. I don't know if I do.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
See
Yeah.
along this path, 32's playing to good. A small slithering as you begin to make your presence more known. And you hear the of whatever it was covering itself in the deeper waters.
Ugh.
He would try to, I don't know the intelligence or whatever he's saying, but he would try to kind of subtly look around as if he's like observing. Try to make eye contact with Clint and like tap the side of his head. Wait, no, we're just in the side link. We can just talk through the side link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've already established the connection. So he just says out to the side link, there's something that over there. It's buried under the water. Serpentine? How big was it?
Ooh, gosh. 32's really good. At least size category large. You would probably measure about 20 to 25 feet long and pretty dense based off the sound.
Right. You would say that exact definition? Pretty damn long, pretty damn muscly. Is that the only path forward?
No, you notice it off a side path as you start to see some of these large tubes come out that are funneling the water through the main path.
Okay.
And now, how do... Oh, go ahead.
No. Continue what you were saying.
How do Clint and Silk, who have been here before, go about retracing their steps?
Oh, we don't ever know if I'm staying. I was gonna say she probably has some psychic trick.
It's like, I just know
Damn.
where we were. Hahaha.
Oh, you know what? Silk has a proclivity to use her little backpack thing to climb on walls. I'm gonna look for indents in the walls where they would have taken purchase.
Climbed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's clever, actually. Hold on.
Quint is going to try to triangulate where we are using the two major landmark moments that when we were last in this tunnel, which is when we assassinated that guy in cold blood to gain his bracer, which I still have, and that weird fiendish traumatic incident which Rena revealed the world or whatever to Clint and was like, are you sure? He's going to use those as equivocally landmarks and try to figure out where the fuck we are. Mental landmarks, I guess.
As you tap into... Roll your sight on it.
I don't know why we didn't just make this a score of the campaign. Like it's so specific.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I don't need to concentrate on pro good and evil anymore, do I? So, because
No.
you can't be charmed. or
I'm
friend.
good and I'm immune. Yeah.
Yeah, so 18.
18. Okay. You open up your mind to the world, and for a brief second, you feel like you see Rena there in this
Echo.
this crossroads of information. But you do see like the similar, if you would imagine it like a dark area that has gray spots, almost like gosh, what game was it?
Outlast. I don't know.
There was a game where you could turn on places you oh my god, it's on Roll20. How in Roll20, there's, if you've been through a spot, it'll gray out that section.
Yeah, like Fog of
Yeah.
War, like Explorer
So you
mode.
won't see if there's anything in it, but you could still remember the layout of it.
Right, like the dimensions of the room, not the presence of a creature in it.
Correct.
If something-
So you remember where that is in association to you.
Gotcha. Okay. Good. Remark aloud. No, not here. But he's like looking at like seemingly nothing or just like a wall. Been through here, Silk. But where'd we go next? I don't know what her role is yet, so.
Yeah, I don't know what I found yet. I assume investigation probably to look for.
Yeah, roll it.
Man.
That is not great. That is
Yeah,
not great.
You don't see anything around you in this area.
I'm not seeing any evidence of motions to her backpack. She keeps looking, not finding much.
Do I want to cast this?
What do you cast?
It's
What are you
10
thinking of
minutes. We're
casting?
probably gonna get into a lot of trouble in the next 10 minutes, right? Probably.
What are you gonna cast?
To cast Otherworldly Gaze.
Oh no.
Got a lot of mileage out of this spell. I don't think it's gonna contribute to any of the rolls that have already happened, but just going forward, like he's just searching, trying to see what can be found, but still trying to recall where the fuck we went.
Oh, I think that definitely helps you get back to the area you were.
Killed that guy.
You do see almost slick marks along the area, almost like something was drug across, leaving massive blood stains along it as it slithered its thick and hefty body along the pathways that weren't really fit for it. You get the very distinct presence that something is off and odd here.
The Psylink is instantaneous, so Quint will ping everyone in the Psylink. Which is, Wait, this is my most recent Psylink? The fucking one of Peregrine and Zane and all? Nope. I thought I've updated this.
No,
It's not
you had
updated
to
it.
have
There's no
updated
way
that
it's
since.
still that.
I guess so.
Maybe did
Alright,
it
well,
It's a long
um,
rest, remember?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah, so... Rena? I'll update in a sec, but we can assume all the PTs are good.
Peregrine's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
All
What
the
are they
PTs are
talking
good.
about? Okay.
Yeah, Quinto ping the Psylink. That slithering thing caught quite a meal. And we'll tell the direction. Look at the blood trail. Stay on guard. Something's off here. But it's this way.
But being someone who's been in the sewers before, would I have any idea what this clearly the predator of the sewers is?
Sewer gator.
We've heard stories.
Sewer snake.
Like history with advantage.
Wait, it's the tunnel
Sure.
snakes.
It's the tunnel
Would Barrett be
snake.
allowed to roll that as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a drop bear.
Oh no, it's gonna be John Ray, look out.
Gee,
Nice.
they're getting the money.
That's funny. It's
Um,
only a 19.
I feel like there's a look between the two of you, and you both come to the same word. The concordinates.
How the fuck do you spell
He'll say
that?
that out loud. Ah, the coordinates.
Ah, fuck.
Concordance.
Oop, I immediately spelled that wrong.
Concordance.
Yeah, let's try.
Conquered
It,
look out.
What y'all would know, Soak you from a more educated period, Barred you from yo, you heard about this thing? Type of word of mouth. It isn't a creature by itself, but a collection of a lot of the disregarded and misbegotten things that have taken their last breaths in the sewer.
Ooh. Turn to Clint and in the she probably wouldn't say this in this. Do we know if it's like sentient? Like how smart this thing is supposed rumored to be?
So this is where I will give that nat 20 some credence.
Hey.
You, Barrett, have heard that it does lure things in, imprison them, and you've even heard that it can pop a creature's head with a mere screech. So the rule of thumb was cover your ears when you pass by the low grounds of the sewer, lest you become part of its member.
Barrett would definitely disperse that information.
Yeah, just without a word, Silk immediately covers her ears, even though she's got a helmet on.
I suggest you all cover your ears if we're going to be passing this.
Great, fantastic.
Silk would share that it's basically a body snake, I guess. A creature made of a bunch of corpses and bits.
In the silent cool respond. Like the Amalgamated Council. Remember that guy, Bradford? Hopefully this one is less bureaucratic.
Yeah, and hopefully don't end up trying to strip down to join it.
And it's bailiff. Don't.
Surprisingly enough, he was less of a threat.
I'm still not getting trapped in Rome. Alright. Cover your ears. Let's be quick and nimble. Or am I quiet and nimble?
I will say, with your otherworldly gaze, you don't see anything, but Castor gives off a different scent while it's active.
Eh? See a shape changer? See a celestial? See a fae?
It's almost like a thistly scent.
Thistle?
Like a forest tree.
Yeah, like pine sap.
And you look up thistles. Oh, these things.
But I digress. You move
National
forward.
flower of Scotland.
Yeah, we
And
sure
as you do, roll me a perception check.
Whomstava.
Whoever is listening.
You bet your ass I am.
Yeah, advantage.
Oh, so you're not covering your ears. Got it. We got it.
No.
She's out of here.
Nah. She does have her ears covered.
Clint is renowned to listen to the voices of the doomed and the damned, so I'm just saying.
Bradford
Also-
also perception, if perception is available. Jesus.
I do have comprehend language still going from the quote-unquote ambush. Because it hasn't been an hour yet, right? So I do have that, if that matters at all. I don't know if this thing talks.
No. But Bradford and Castor, you do pick up sounds of fighting over in the direction that Clint is leading you. Castor just says, Clint, we're following this way, but are we going to take a left once we get
Is there a reason you're saying that?
Conflict. Something's up ahead. Fighting. Don't know what. Don't know who.